Home Show.
Karen from Somerville, Georgia has a question about cabinet refinishing.
Well, they were custom built in place 25 years ago, Tom, and now she wants to give them a different look. Karen writes, our custom cabinets were made when we built out the home. They used a baked-on white finish, and they're now in need of repainting. You must know, is there anything that I can use that will stick to this slick finish? It cannot be sanded, she says, Tom, because it's so hard. What say you?
Well, there are sandpapers out there that you can sand. Just to give you an idea, you can polish granite, and granite's harder than this finish. Now, this is a built-in place cabinet that had baked on. I'm not sure if they did anything at all like a baked on. It would have been maybe a coating they put on there and just put some heat lamps on there to cure it properly. Maybe there was something I don't know about that particular finish. But after that's being said, you have other finishes like powder coating. You have high-end lacquer enamels like we would use when I used to do cabinets in homes. We would do lacquer undercoats that were as hard as could be. We didn't have to have a heat process to cure them, but it would eventually cure and dry as hard as could be. You sand them smooth, and they were like glass. But all of those finishes, anything you come across today, you usually, if you're going to go back, and you should in cabinetry with an oil-based finish, you're going to use a chemical to degloss the surface. You're not going to sand. So it doesn't matter about hardness because the chemicals, it's not a abrasiveness that's going on. It's something that's going to attack the surface through a chemical process. And there's a product that our old buddy from Rudy's Quality Painting always tells me about he uses because he comes across different finishes he has to deal with all the time. And it's called Crutter, spelt with a K, K-U-R-D-D-D-E-R, I do believe it has 2 Ds. And Crutter is a chemical process where you just take it, follow the directions, you wipe it on the cabinets, and then you go back and you paint afterwards. And it chemically deglosses and roughens the surface, and it gets it a little sticky. You'll feel it a little sticky, and that's good because it's supposed to be. And then you can apply the new finish. And that goes with powder coating, with a particular process you might have had done that I'm not familiar with lacquer undercoats, super hard finishes, but you don't have to pull sandpaper out at all.
So she can refinish them, in your opinion?
Yeah, refinishing. We're basically talking about repainting them.
Yeah.
Now, let's say you say, well, wait, I don't want to paint them. Well, you want to reskin them. Now you could do a resurfacing on them, and you could have new drawers and door fronts made out of, say, oak, maple, cherry, just beautiful. And then you can have a company come in. I'm not sure about in Smyrna. I know in Houston we have Trifection. They come in with a thick wood skin, and they have adhesives that'll stick to it because it's not a roughness of the surface. It's, again, dealing with chemicals, and they will skin those cabinets. In fact, that would be a great one to do because it's so smooth and perfect. They don't have to worry about any imperfections because of the finish you have on there. And they could skin it with the oak, the maple, and have it just beautiful. And then the new drawers and the door and drawer fronts, all a hardwood, and it would be a beautiful refacing of your cabinets as opposed to a repainting.
All right. You got an answer to your question just like that? Tom can help you, whether you're in Georgia or Houston. Just click on that Ask Tom button. He'll help you out. Go fill out the form, send us your pictures and videos or whatever you have that'll help us get an idea what you're working on, and we'll give you an answer because Tom posts a new one of these every day, 7 days a week at HomeShowRadio.com, our YouTube channel, and, of course, on our Facebook page.